Hey, how's it going today? Well, hope all you guys and gals had an amazing day out there. I did the best that I could, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, just wasn't too sure if any of you really thought much about what I had to say the last couple of days and things like that or whatever, but, it's interesting just watching, the views and things and seeing which which platform it hits more on and stuff, and it's interesting. It bounces back and forth between them both, um, that I use at least, but yeah, but anyways, one of the things, too, about this whole like consciousness flesh suit and stuff, like it's interactive, right? So like there's lots of things with this three-dimensional realm that we're in, and especially like the English language is an interesting one, right? Um, a lot of things where you what you say and stuff, right? Like words, spelling, it's interesting, right? What do they do in like witchcraft? They cast spells. So, lots of the times when you speak things about yourself, you're actually like putting a spell out there, so to say. Same as, if you watch television, right? It's telling you a vision. It's called programming. So, it's programming you to believe something is a certain way when it might not necessarily be that way. So, that's where your intuition and stuff has to come in and your discernment and things. Um, so, with that being said, it's always, you always have to be careful what you say about yourself, what you say about others, what you say, um, yeah, especially about yourself, because this whole thing here doesn't, know if it's a joke or not sometimes, right? You say stuff out there and it's what it is, right? Even though you could be joking in your intellectual mind, so to say, but your physical, non-physical mind doesn't discern the difference, right, between the two. So it will take what you're saying about yourself and put it into action, right? You cast that spell out there for yourself. So when you are coming into control, so to say, of your avatar flesh suit and things, it's always best to be conscious about it and conscious and mindful what you say, right? Because you can bring what you don't desire easily into fruition just from the stuff you say about yourself. So remember that. Be kind to yourselves.